Will Smith's new album. You know, if you're familiar with Will Smith, some people might know him from his amazing acting, but I know him from both his music and the beginning, which is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, of course. If you don't know, historically, in rap music, Will Smith was the first rapper to ever win his first Grammy, and he really pioneered that whole aspect of being recognized in the industry for the hard work that you put in within the rap scene. So much respect to him. I have been hearing a ton of things about him as far as his attempt to make rap music again. I believe it's been more than like 15 years since he last did it, and honestly, I went into everything with an open mind. I already have favorites from the album. I'm gonna just be transparent though. I feel like, from what I heard in the interview, he said he was going with the aspect of just really being more transparent with how he felt. And just a lot of the project felt to me like he was still on the surface of how things really impacted him, his thought process throughout the last few years, and even just his approach to how he felt being back in music. I really wish he would have trusted himself more and gone deeper and not been so polished. I know we all see Will Smith as like a family-friendly guy, which is great. I'm not saying he had to curse. I'm just saying that he should have been a little more trusting of his authenticity. I mean, if this is his way of doing so, no judgment. Please forgive me, Mr. Smith. But just as a supporter, as a fan, I want to be honest that I can hear it. I'm also a musician myself, so it's really evident to me what he was trying to do. I think a lot of what's happened as well with the Oscar situation, his expressions towards his marriage with Miss Pinkett Smith has been a thing that he's trying to get over or work through and bring the light back to his talent and the reason why we fell in love with him in the first place, which I think if people really care and you're just being 100% yourself, there should be no issue. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wish he would take more of a risk, be more risky. I know a lot of perception about the I Like Girls song wasn't really taken well. I personally saw what he was trying to do, but I wasn't quite a fan of it. I think sonically, something about him just wasn't there in the song. I don't know, it just sounded like it was too tailored to TikTok or something. So I'm gonna give you my favorites. I'm gonna rate the album. I'm not trying to take Anthony Fantano's job, I promise. But I don't know. I was watching this video about him, and I'm like, let me go listen to the album. It wasn't bad. People were trying to make it seem like it was this horrible ass thing. It wasn't that bad. Trust me. So I'm gonna go with my favorite songs. I have a couple. So favorite songs that I have from the album is Work of Art featuring Jaden and Russ, Tantrum featuring Joyner Lucas, Beautiful Scars with Obenga and Big Sean. I really did also like Hard Times featuring Tiana Taylor, and what was the other song? Make It Look Easy. Another one I liked was the intro song for the Barbershop song. I thought maybe I should take some time going through the actual songs themselves. So with the Barbershop track, I just love I can't really say cosplay, but I love the theatrics of what he went for. I think it was great. I like that he stood in the face of everything that he's been hearing about himself. I thought it was witty. I do wish he would have did a little more. Like, sir, be all of you. Like, that's the one thing about healing and growth and authenticity. You gotta be all of yourself. You don't have to be a bad person, but just like, hold yourself accountable there. Be real with it. Be in touch with it. Be able to filter yourself in a healthy way, you know? Overall, it was a great song. It reminded me much of like hip hop back when he was younger. I really enjoyed it. I think for the Hard Time song, it was a very beautiful song, very uplifting. Oh, I left one out. He did one with Friday. You Can Make It. That was a beautiful song, like very inspirational, very powerful. It was all there. I love the Sunday service choir. I love how they layered their vocals. I love how Friday brought his thick vocals to the song. It just all made sense. It was a great song. I'll give that a 10. I will give Hard Times. Teyana did a great job as well. Will really was being so introspective on the song. I love it. I'll give it an 8.5. Hard Times gets an 8.5 from me. Beautiful Scars. Let's just, because I saw the music video. First of all, I like the reference to something that he hadn't completed in his past part of life. He brought it back. I love what, encouragement he provides himself throughout the lyrics. I love how him and Big Sean complement each other lyrically and vocally. I think he did a wonderful job. I think they did great. It's a banger. Obviously, very well received by the audience. The public loves this song. It's at 6.8 million. Numbers don't matter, but they do tell a story. Beautiful Scars is just a great song. I love everything about it. I'll give it a 10. Tantrum. Something that I said while listening to this song was like, I feel like Will Smith makes songs with people who are very similar to him. I think a lot of the comparisons that people have provided, which I don't appreciate them being shady, right? Because they were being shady doing this. But they would compare Joyner Lucas and like Big Sean to Will Smith in a negative way, when in fact, there's nothing bad about how they do their music. They just tell stories that people are too afraid to listen to. And I really like how they flowed on Tantrum. Joyner always has that skill. It's very cohesive, very melodic. I just really like it. I like what they're talking about. It's about healing and like looking at yourself and being real with who you are. And that song, like between Beautiful Scars and Tantrum, I feel like that was Will Smith. I feel like that was all of him. You know how I was saying I wish he would have presented all of himself all throughout the album? Like this was a deeper cut. This was more like, hey, I only let y'all see a window of myself, but here's a little bit more. Let me open the door for you. I feel like Tantrum was that. I love that song. I freaking love that song. I also love the music video. I think it's so cute. Like, it's so cute. Whoever animated that ate that up. Let's see. Work of Art was a great song. It was like a comeback song. I compare like Will Smith to like that cool uncle, the chill uncle that like always makes you feel safe. I say that because I have an uncle like that. I have two who I truly feel that way about, and it just reminds me of them. I don't know. He did his thing. I love how Jada and Russ were singing on the song. I think Russ's melodic flow really fit the style of the song. I think Will did great with everything. I'll also give that song a 10. Yeah, were there any other songs that I really liked? let me go to my history because I'm in like my favorites. So, oh yeah, here's the other ones. I loved his inclusion of the different skits with the Reverend. Very beautiful. It gave the very Christian, like very like religious background upbringing type of feel to the album, and it helps you put into place where he's coming from. He's coming from an aspect of as a man of God and trying to right his wrongs, and I really think that suited the album well. Let's see. Some songs I wasn't like super a fan of off first listen, but I'd say he did his best at. First Love, there are parts that I like of this song, right? So I love the interpretation of like, it kind of reminds me of how Kendrick did GNX with the Hispanic or Latina lady singing and the Spanish guitar and all of that. He has that also in the song. I don't know if he did say he talked to Kendrick. I'm not sure if he took inspiration from that album and the rollout of it, or like the outline of it. But I heard that in the song. I was like, oh. I like his attempt at the flow, but it wasn't like something that stuck to me. It was like, it felt more predictable, so it kind of made it a little hard for me to just like it the first time. Maybe as time goes on, I'll like that song more. Oh, I left out one of my favorites. Bulletproof was such a great song. Like, he was really talking his talk on it. It's just a phenomenal song. If I had to rate it, I'll give it a 9. It's kind of missing something that I'm looking for sonically, like that was present in Beautiful Scars or Tantrum. So that's why I'm giving it a 9. Still very good. You Looking For Me was a nice song. I would have to say I give that a 7. The Reverend gets a 7 from me. Raven the Wasteland gets a 7 from me. Yeah, I mean, overall it was a pretty good album. I'm not even gonna say decent because decent is not giving him enough credit. It was a pretty good album, and I would love to see him continue on his resurgence in rap music. And I don't want him to be anybody else. I just want him to be more of himself. So great job, Will Smith. I appreciate everything you've done for the genre that I also appreciate and create in. So all love to you, and I wish you the best with your healing and your journey. Thank you for all that you've done.